said in his speech, is that our intelligence on where Iran is imperfect. And when you draw a line that you cannot absolutely verify, you can't be certain when they've reached weapons-grade levels of uranium enrichment. In a way, you're holding yourself hostage to your own inadequate intelligence. I personally believe Iran blew past red lines long ago, and that they're not going to take anybody's red line threat seriously because they don't believe, in particular, the United States is going to use military force.
Well, it seemed like that he had a much cozier relationship with the United States today in his speech. It's been rather frosty in prior months, or at least that's sort of been the exchange of what we suspected, and listening to the exchange between the two nations. I'm curious, and I think you probably have a softer view on this than I do, having or at least heard some of your remarks, is that today our UN ambassador, Susan Rice, she did not attend the speech by the Prime Minister because the speeches went long today. Instead, she elected to go to a luncheon with foreign ministers, and so she was not present. Now, we had our envoy there, and we had our U.S. ambassador to Israel there, but for some reason it appeared to me that it would have been, in light of the problems that we've had showing our closeness with this country, that she should have been there.
Well, from the Obama administration point of view, I would have thought she would have attended both the Netanyahu speech and Mahmoud Abbas of the Palestinian Authority. Instead, she went to have lunch with Hillary Clinton and the foreign ministers of the 5 permanent members of the Security Council. You know, ultimately, that's Hillary Clinton's call. As I say, I would have recommended being in the hall to have a higher-ranking official there.
Why wouldn't she? Why wouldn't they want to do that? I mean, am I just way too sensitive about this? I mean, with all the sort of problems that President Obama has seemingly had with the Prime Minister, why wouldn't we want to show huge respect, especially after yesterday with Ahmadinejad speaking on Yom Kippur and sort of all the sort of slights that the Israelis have had in the last few days?
Well, you know, that's a question that goes to a course of conduct by the Obama administration for 3.5 years of just utter disdain for both Prime Minister Netanyahu and the State of Israel. And it's simply one more brick in the wall of the case that the president's perfectly prepared to isolate Israel, and that he does not hold the U.S.-Israel relationship in the same high regard as every other president going back to Harry Truman. So I think it's consistent with the administration's effort to distance itself from Israel, which has been manifest so many other ways as well.
All right, well, it's a small point, may just be a little bit of bad manners, and certainly pale in consideration of the more important issues of nuclear weapons. Ambassador, thank you, sir.
Thank you.